Hello, I'm Nick Witherill, CEO and founder of Binho Board. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how it works. So Binho is basically a turn-based flicking game inspired by soccer, as you can see. So let's just say I'm shooting first. I shoot, wherever the ball stops, my opponent would go from here, trying to score down here. The premise is just to score goals on your opponent's goal, navigating the players, and it's just wherever the ball stops, your opponent goes. The premise is simple. Where it gets a little tricky is there are also yellow and red cards. So there are certain infractions. Let's say I double touch the ball. That would be an infraction. If I shoot it and the ball goes out of bounds, that would be an infraction. If the board moves when I shoot, let's say I see the board moved right there, that's an infraction. And if I touch my own goal in active shooting, so I go to shoot it, touch the goal, that's an automatic red card. So the logic is any of those penalties I just mentioned, if done with outside of my own box. So if the ball is outside, this is my box right here. That's my opponent's. So right now, because the ball is outside of my box, if I commit any of those penalties I just mentioned, double touch, let's say that's the one I do, that would just be a yellow card. Any of those penalties I just mentioned that you do from inside your own box, aka the danger zone, if you will, let's say I double touch there, that's a red card automatically. A second yellow is a red, and I'll explain what those mean right now. So let's say I get a yellow card. I shot it out of bounds. Let's say I shot it out of bounds from here. My opponent would just shoot from center. It's just a warning, right? Let's say I get a red card though. I'm actually going to lose a player. So these screw in and out. They're threaded. And to determine which player I'm going to lose, we're going to flip this Binho poker chip. I got to call red or yellow in the air. If I get it wrong, my opponent gets to choose which player I lose. If I get it right, I get to choose which player I lose. So I'm going to call something in the air, yellow. All right, since I got it right, I would get to choose which player I lose. So I'm just going to say I take out one of these guys right there, and then my opponent would get a penalty kick anywhere behind this white line for their penalty kick. And let's say they could put it right here if they want to try to hit this gap, wherever they want. So that's the difference between a yellow and a red. Yellow is just a warning shot, just from here, from center. Red is anywhere behind the line, and the player is gone. Now that player is gone for the rest of the game, and you play on. So the game is to 7. That's tournament rules, official rules. We've been playing a lot of time games lately, 5-minute time games, which is very fun, and I think it's actually more intense. And we add on time like in real soccer for yellow and red cards. But you can make your own house rules. That's the great thing about it. I've seen hundreds of different ways to play this game where you can double touch it, or you can, you get 2 touches. Let's say I get to go once, and I get to go again. And then my opponent gets to go twice, once, and again. So that can kind of speed it up. Kids may like it that way. But I've seen some very creative ways to play, and that's the great thing about it, is there's infinite possibility, infinite variability. This is all real turf. This is an ultraviolet print, with many games played on it. There's 6 elastic bands on each game, so that the bounce is always consistent throughout play. And it's made out of wood with some nice threaded inserts on the bottom. So everything's threaded in there. You can totally customize your board too. We do custom boards. We have officially licensed product. We have offer different colors of everything on our site. So that's Binho in a nutshell. And yeah.